What's up guys, it's Emily. Thank you so much for tuning back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. We discuss beauty things here and music and this and that. If you're noticing my hair is a little bit different, I dyed it. I'm trying to do something called a balayage at the end of it. So basically it's going to be brown at the top and then it's going to feed all the way to the blonde. So basically today's look is going to be a drugstore spring makeup look, and I have been loving the color lilac recently. Lavender, lilac, anything like that, and basically it just screams spring to me anyway. So yeah, let's just get right to it. It's very easy. Well, I shouldn't say it's easy, but anybody can achieve this look, so I don't want anybody feeling left out. You can achieve it with practice, and yeah. Allergies. So let's just get right into it. Let me just braid my hair very quickly. I like my little cat ears. Alright, my earring is caught. Very nice way to start the video. Okay, so basically we're going to start with a primer as we always do. And we're using all drugstore products, so everything I am listing and naming will basically be something that you can find either in the Ulta end or basically CVS, Rite Aid, any Walmart, any type of drugstore. So I'm using Catrice Cosmetics Light Correcting Serum Primer. It looks like this. I believe it was like $4. Yes. And it comes in this little dropper. And the reason why I love this is because it just gives you like this gorgeous kind of bronzy glow while priming. So I kind of just drop it on my face like that. Now if you're on the go and you're busy, you can just rub it in, or you can use a nice brush. Sometimes I like to just use my fingers. A lot of people think using your fingers is kind of gross and disgusting, but if you're in a hurry and in a rush, like, these are your best tools, and as long as they're clean, I mean, why not? So they usually say to let that sit for a couple of minutes because you just kind of want it to soak in and make sure that it is going to make your makeup last for as long as it possibly can. I personally do this. You don't have to do this, but I suffer from such bad allergies. We're gonna just, put in some eye drops very quickly before we start any type of makeup. I guess it did just run, but imagine if we had a lot of makeup on, that wouldn't look too good. So, today I want to start with the eye makeup first because usually I start with the face, but we'll start with the eyes today. And I'm using by Rimmel London, and it looks like this. It's got all these gorgeous kind of purple lavender shades in it. And it is 008 Electric Violet Edition. And it looks just like this by Rimmel London. And we're going to be working today with basically like 3 colors. So we're going to be working with that really light shade, this violet lavender shade, and this one right here. So those 3. And it will create our look for us. So basically, you can take your finger, you can take a brush, whatever you prefer. I prefer using my finger, always, when I'm putting any type of color onto my lid. And it's just gonna give us this light wash of lavender. Just a nice light wash of some color, as you can see. I should probably get closer. I have not figured this whole beauty YouTube thing out yet. So if the lighting is wrong, if my position is wrong, the way I'm sitting is wrong, just bear with me. I'm figuring it all out as I go. So we have our lid color on, just like that. And now you can either take your finger or you can take something that's a little bit more fluffier and a little bit more fluffy domed, and you can go into that really violent, vivid. That is a freaking tongue twister. I feel like the color gets packed down better when you go in with your finger. I don't know, I think I just came up with putting makeup on with my finger. I used to do my makeup really quick when I was in high school. I would have like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because I would just get up, like, you know. I would get up so early, and I was the one that always felt like, oh, no, gotta do makeup. So we're looking like this so far. It's got that lilac, and then it's got that nice kind of lavender violet shade in the crease. And then you can take your finger, or you can take a little small, tiny, tiny, tiny brush and go up to your brow bone. And I'm taking the first shade, that first shimmer shade, and I'm going right to my brow bone. So basically I would have like no time to put my makeup on. And I just learned how to just put makeup on with my fingers. How to blend, how to just make it look like I used a brush with my fingers, and yeah, why not? So now we're gonna go to that lower lash line, and you can honestly take the brush that you used for the highlight, and we're taking that really vivid purple that we've got going on up here, and we're just gonna smoke it out. And all you do is you just drag it along the lower. Like sweeping it back and forth along the lower. And when you're doing such dark looks like this, you will have fallout, and you will have, you know, crazy under eyes that need a little bit more tender loving care. But we will come back to all of that. And now we're gonna go in with the liner at the bottom. I'm using by L'Oreal Infallible in Carbon Black, and it looks like that. And we're just gonna put it right at the bottom. Right at the bottom like that. And then we're going to, I'm using by Ulta Classic Felt Tip Liner in black. And I'm just gonna create like a little cute little cat eye. Nothing crazy, just something on the outer edge that is something, you know, cute. And it just goes in like that. Eyeliner was something that really never came easy to me. I just had to, you know, continuously fail and then put it back on and redo it, put it back on, redo it. And yeah, just a continuous put it back on, fail, put it back on, you know. Makeup remover wipes is also something very vital to have around with you, because you can just kind of, you know, wipe it away, especially if you don't have makeup on like I do as of right now. It's good to do the makeup first, because if you have fallout and you're, you know, it's not looking the way that you want it to, you can just wipe it away and create more of a sharper line. Or tape works, really any of that would work. So yeah. Alrighty, next we are gonna start focusing on face and then come back to the eyes. So this is just the way I personally do my makeup. Of course, it doesn't take me 10 minutes. It usually would take me under that, but because I have to talk through everything, it kind of just makes the time go like that. So now for the face, I'm using by L'Oreal in 101 Classic Ivory. It's the matte formula. I like to be matte. And I just kind of go like this. Just like, anyway. Just kind of put it around your face. And then we're gonna take any type of brush, any brush. You can use your fingers, to be honest. I use my fingers like 99% of the time. See, like right here, you need your finger to kind of just get. A lot of people use the Beauty Blender, but I personally only use the Beauty Blender when it comes to baking. Take the trees. And never, don't forget the side of your chin all the way down to your neck with foundation. This foundation, you can somehow use the wrong shade. But the thing about makeup is it's always fixable, and you can always go back. So this is how we're looking so far. We've just got like that violet eye on so far and our face. And now we're going in with concealer. I'm using by Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C1. It looks like this, and I like it because it has this really kind of chunky doe foot applicator. And I just kind of spot conceal where I need it the most. And if you're in a hurry, you can just blot it in like that, or use the same foundation brush. Don't forget around your nose. Don't forget on the sides of your lips. Those are all areas that we tend to forget, but they carry a lot of redness and a lot of color. I have a mirror up here. If you see me looking up there a lot, it's because I'm trying to figure out lighting. I'm trying to figure out where to look. But basically we're just tapping it out, tap, tap, tap. I don't really believe in dragging, drag, because I believe in patting. Even if you have this, I believe in a pat motion. Pat. Pat it in. I think it'll just adhere better. Okay, so now we have foundation, concealer. Now this is typically when I set, so I'll use Milani in 01 Fair Pale. I'm usually in a very fair shade. And I just set my T-zone. I don't necessarily set my under eyes, just right at this moment. Just set anywhere. I'm gonna put like kind of contour out there. Now at this point, I set my under. I don't set them. Sorry, I bake. Baking I recommend. This is by Makeup Revolution in the color Lace, and it looks like this. And I kind of pour it into the cap. And now I just need something to either. Baking basically, it's gonna look like this. What baking is you're pressing a powder into the skin. Now, obviously you don't do this if you're trying to run out the door. This is only for people like me, crazy people like me that need that under eye area to really set and hold all day. Just person really should bake, but if you feel the need not to bake, then you really don't have to bake. But basically, baking is exactly what it says. It's baking into your skin and making that color look more vivid. So, yeah. Next would be contour. I don't really necessarily contour, but I'm going to be using from Makeup Revolution this really gorgeous kind of square. I'm going to be using this shade at the bottom, and it just, it's the most gorgeous thing. Actually, I'm thinking of like a kind of like a domed. It's going to give us this gorgeous kind of sheen because it's a spring look. I want that. Go right under the chin, bring it all the way down. Along the jawline, all the way down. Sometimes I'll bring the color in here because up on the temple, up here, basically you want to go in a E formation. See? E for Emily. E for Emily. And you can go down the bridge of your nose to liven yourself up. I just think it's the most gorgeous shade. Sometimes, you know, I'm really not a tan person. I do tan, but my complexion is very fair. I'm kind of bronzing, if you want to know the truth. But it just gives me this gorgeous brown. It's a bronze. Like, it looks like I was in the sun for hours. Or on an island. It's just stunning. It's by Makeup Revolution. I love that company, that brand. It looks like this, and I used that shade. Unfortunately, they don't have numbers, they don't have shades. And then I will use that for highlight. Sometimes I even use this as like a makeup look. It's just so stunning. So now that we have that on, we can now go back to the eyes, finish the eyes, because we have this acting as if it's like a powder there that we can wipe away from the fallout that's happening. So if you want to go back in with your fingers and kind of just intensify, make things vivid, and kind of going back over the lilac with my finger, because I think that fingers are our best tool. And honestly, like, some of us don't have the time or really the money to just start figuring out what brush to use. I think face brushes are important. And I think like brushes that go under the eye are important. But really, you can create really anything with like drugstore brushes, or I mean, if you're trying to really, you know, create something very creative, maybe invest in a good set of brushes. The Cosmetics has great brushes. Morphe has great brushes. So now we're just intensifying, and I don't have to worry about it dropping down, because it's going to drop onto that powder. And going back into that ice shade. A nice little icy shade. And if your fingers get all covered in different colors and stuff like that, always have a makeup remover wipe on hand or by you. And at this point, if you want to just kind of fix liner, you can. If you think your cat eye looks a little bit crazy, just fix it. That's why I kind of like to start with the eyes and then go to the face and then go back to the eyes. I like to know that I have options. So now would typically be blush. Do I have a blush? I do. Okay. It's by Milani and it's in the color 10 Delizioso Pink. That's what it's called, Delizioso Pink, and it looks like that. It's really vibrant and pink, and I love it. And I don't want anything too cool for this look. Because it's spring. I bring it always down the nose because it's going to give me this gorgeous kind of, I was out in the sun. Sometimes people take their blush a little bit onto their forehead, but it just looks like I really got natural sun. Now we are going to wipe away that bake because it's been baking. Oh. And spread it kind of all over. Okay. Now is we're gonna set the face with NYX Cosmetics Matte Finish. I do things so backwards. So while that is setting on my face, I either like to line my lips or I like to do mascara. The reason why I like to do mascara after I've set my face is because the mascara won't run. So I love by L'Oreal. It's the telescopic one. It's like a nice telescope and it really gets to the lashes. People always ask me how I get my lashes to be like so long, and I think it has to do with the fact that that wand is so thin. So it just really gets. It just gets, you see, right to them. You can really wear this look out anywhere. You can wear it to a nice spring wedding, a birthday party. Honestly, to work, I mean, it just depends. My eyelashes never cooperate with me. So, fast forward over this part because this part, for me, I don't know for anybody else, basically, this left eye just never wants to show me love. So our mascara's on, and we're almost finished. I'm gonna take my braid out. Now is when I would put highlighter on. I'm going into my ColourPop Flexitarian. Everybody knows I love this because I like use it like in practically every video. And I'm just going to pat because it's a consistency of like a wet to dry. I love it so much. Do you see that? Oh. It honestly, I've been using it for about like 2 months now. I bring it down the bridge of my nose. I let it sit right on the tip, like that. Cupid's bow. I bring it all the way in the corner of my eye to make your eyes seem much more awake. I bring it in here and there. And I bring it on the tips of my brow bone. To just intensify. I really go crazy with the highlight. Now is lips. I'm going in I should really technically have a lip liner. Sorry for the unpicked. I'm going in with Tawny by Jordana. Lining the lips. And now I'm going in by NYX in Willpower. It's like this gorgeous lilac shade. It's almost like the shade of my shirt. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just so pretty. And if you think it's like a little bit too much for you, you can always take the color pop and just knock it down. Or concealer, you can put concealer on top. And then we are finished, but what I like to do, because I'm crazy, I'm not crazy, I just love makeup, so I go a little bit crazy in certain areas where somebody would just stop, and I just make sure to really set my under eye again, because I'm just overall basically spot set with the baking stuff that we used before, but now I'm really just going in and going over any type of blemish that I might have missed before, and just kind of like almost swirling it and like airbrushing it and making sure that my face is like making sense and nothing is out of place. And then basically, once you're finished, you take your setting spray and you spray again. The reason why we spray in between is so that your makeup can look more like skin, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to take you by the window, and oops, I always do this like in every video. And we're gonna see what the look looks like. Now I sprayed my skin, so my skin's kind of like oily looking, but that will come down. So it looks like this. See? Vivid eyes, lavender lips. My hair is just not having it. And that's what it looks like, up close and personal. Okay. If you guys have any requests, just don't forget to request them to me. Let me know, direct message me, I will do them for you. Yeah, I always have so much fun creating makeup looks for you guys. Makeup is just so much fun. It's just self-expression, and yeah, I think it really came out wonderful. And like I said, you can really wear it. You can really wear it anywhere that you want to wear it. A wedding, a birthday party. It's just so fresh and pretty. And like I said in the beginning, I've been really loving this lavender lilac shade. It's super in. I've been seeing it everywhere, so I hope that you guys like it, and if you do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you thought of this look. Yeah, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on SoundCloud. I'm also a singer for everybody else who does not know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.